Hey everybody, Onepeg here. Welcome to another edition of the news. Sorry, I'm a child that likes to play with sound effects. I apologize. Anyway, we have a whole bunch of new changes to talk about inside of Tark. There's over 20 modifications that I've found that are either different or brand new between traders and crafts. Now, fair warning, this stuff isn't stuff that typically just gets like put into some type of a log file somewhere where I can see all of this stuff, by the bullet point. So this has kind of been hand grabbed from what I recognize as well as guys in chat. So there could be stuff that I missed, and there could be stuff that I thought was new or that I thought was changed, and maybe it didn't. But it's new to me, okay? So that's where I'm going. It's new to me. Okay. So for starters, we're going to start off with traders, and then I'll move to crafts, okay? First up, Ragman. Ragman no longer has a scav backpack for sale. It has to be crafted only. It doesn't even have a listed thing for barter. So looted or crafted. That's pretty much it. The AACPC barter was changed. They removed the aramid cloth as part of it. It used to be 3, 3, and 3, and now instead of an aramid cloth, they added whiskey instead to the barter trade. The M1 rig trade that was just for 4 Aquamari has been modified and now also needs a single kvass. They removed the Attack 2 purchase for cash from Ragman completely. It is now barter only. There is now a new trade for 1 tan ceramic armor in exchange for 4 of the old busted tan ceramic armors. And now there is the final edition of a Burkett bag trade in exchange for a Jetta helmet, which prior to now had absolutely no function or purpose whatsoever. Really, if you ask me, isn't that worth keeping anyway? But hey, if you're on a quick scav run and you got a couple of spaces in your backpack for a Jetta helmet, why not? On to Jaeger. Jaeger, our great and terrible sadistic friend, removed the scav vest. Now, this one is one that is making the gentleman, the gentle, well-read and well-learned folks on Reddit extremely, extremely happy. And by happy, I mean frothy as hell. They removed the scav vest purchase for cash. So it's not nearly as easy anymore to make cloth out of the scav vest because you can't just buy them anymore. Instead, you can only get a scav vest in exchange for a Slicker's candy bar. Other than that, you have to go and, I guess, kill scavs for them, which I know is super difficult because scavs are really scary, but I'm sure you guys can manage. Also, there is a new sugar barter in exchange for 5 sets of Amelia croutons. And last but certainly not least, is a marked key. The customs marked room key is now available for barter from Jaeger in exchange for 1 of each of the marked room keys for reserve. So if you're going with the 5-head big brain play, the ideal move would be to use the keys as long as you're running around reserve. Use the keys for the marked room until you have only a couple or 1 charge left on them. Set them to the side and then exchange them for a marked key because they don't have to be pristine. On to Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper has a day pack trade now on level 1 for an HDD and DVD, not just an MBSS bag. So that's kind of nice. Good quality of life change. He also now has a set of GP NVGs for 1 moonshine, which on the surface doesn't look like it's that valuable of a trade because you can get GP NVGs for cheaper by just paying cash on the flea market. But hey, for those of us that aren't, like, I guess, murdering raiders or whatever, and if you're like me and have an abundance of moonshine for some reason because you never seem to run your scav case on time because you're a moron, it's something you could do with it. On to my man Prapor. Prapor no longer allows you to buy a Corund for cash at level 3. That has been moved to level 4. And the level 3 Corund has been changed from cash to a barter in exchange for 4 large diaries. And it looks like there's one other change where a 6B23 armor is available for a barter for 1 propane. So not bad. For those of us that are kind of low and leveling up and want to get something better, not bad. On to Skier. Skier offers a press armor at level 1 for a cat and 1 pom-pom hat. And also offers an SRD QD suppressor for 1 Markstrom Raven. So that wraps up all of the barter trades. So that will move us into the crafts. For the lavatory, porta-john. I still don't understand how this works. But inside of your porta-john, if you grab yourself a nice big long stick and stir liberally, you can now craft yourself an MPPV from a Triton rig, some bleach, and some tape. Because that makes sense. Yeah, we're just bleaching that charcoal color into something more presentable, and somehow expanding the space. Somehow doesn't matter. Moving on. Now we can also craft a purple bag from, I believe it's a ripstop cloth. We don't even need tape for this one. We just use measuring tape so that we know how far apart to place the 4 little blue golf bags that you get off of scavs, and that magically turns into Barney. That's how you craft Barney. All right. I love this stuff. Next in our list of new crafts that make complete and utter sense, the scav backpack craft has now been changed, with the meme BSS backpack living up to its name. By mixing the MBSS bag, 1 bottle of water, and a fleece, you now get 2 scav BPs. Because reasons. And last but certainly not least is my favorite craft on this list, the LZSH helmet. Because, comrade, if you need to make LZSH helmet, all you have to do is take tape, mix with aramid cloth, and add to airsoft helmet. You get LZSH. Easy. Yes, I am aware that bit and my accent suck, but we're moving on from that, okay? We're just gonna move past it. I would caution people against doing this craft, though. And here's why. Late game meta, people have a tendency to use higher pen ammunition, which means that it won't matter how much durability or the armor value necessarily of the helmet that you are wearing unless it's extremely high armor value. I mean, like level 6 armor value. So when it comes to something like the TAC-KEK, that helmet having a high ricochet chance, because whatever reason the statistics are what they are, higher ricochet chance is better than the armor value of the LZSH, which does not have as high of a ricochet chance. So for me, I would rather just run with the plastic TAC-KEK helmet. And if you really want the armor value, put a slap plate on the forehead of it, make yourself a 5-head or a slap kek or whatever it is that you want to call it, and run that instead. But that's my own opinion. The Workbench now has a craft for the G-Phone, the broken G-Phone. It is 1 GPX, 1 broken LCD screen, and one of those big-ass screwdrivers, and you get yourself a broken G-Phone. Next, the power cord craft was changed to include something other than just wires. Now it's 2 wires, 1 blue insulated tape, and 2 T-plugs. And last but certainly not least, and this one I put a big question mark asterisk on, is the spark plug craft. I don't know if this one was added or modified or what. It just looked different. So that is 1 thing of nuts, 1 thing of bolts, camping lighter, and pliers, and that gets you a spark plug. And finally on our list are a couple of things on the med station. So on the med station, they modified a grizzly kit craft. It used to be 5 piles of meds for 1 grizzly. It is now 8 piles of meds for 2 grizzlies, which slightly buffs that craft, and not bad. And also the hemostat craft has been modified. It is now 2 piles of meds and 2 H2O2s instead of whatever the heck else it used to be. All right, that's what I have. If I missed something, sorry, I missed it. Chat missed it. If I said something was new that wasn't new, again, sorry, my bad. But hey, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thanks so much for coming and watching my videos. In all seriousness, guys, I know that I'm memeing away on some of these news videos, but I really, really do appreciate everything that you've done for me and my family. The streams keep getting bigger. The viewership on these videos keeps getting bigger. So thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay? Peace.